Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here on this late Monday night. Back again with another video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now to this channel and my other channels down below in the basement, known as the description box below. So show your love and support. Like this video and my other videos, and on this channel and my other channels all down below. Show me your love and support, and as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. If you're real, if you're not, I can't help you there. You need a life, and don't forget to share the video all over the internet, but most importantly, tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications, so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, well, too bad for you. You're shit out of luck. And you know what that means? That's it. But that's all I gotta say about that. So, once again, like, share, subscribe. I would say leave a comment, but, I mean, if you have to be real if you're gonna leave a comment. If you're gonna leave stupid comments, then you're gonna get automatically blocked. And if you don't like that, that's just too bad. It's too bad. You can't be real and give me an honest comment about wrestling. It doesn't have to be about me. It can just be about the fucking video. But if it's honest, I'll keep it. If not, then you're gonna get blocked. And if you don't like it, like I said, cry me a river. I mean, it is what it is. I only take comments from actual, real people. Simple as that. But leave a comment if you wish. I mean, like I said, if you're real, you can't do that. If you're not, then you're gonna get blocked. So it is simple as that. You're fake, and you need to go somewhere else with your business. But I digress. And don't forget to subscribe to my channels and all that other good shit. I'm not going to repeat. That's pretty much it. Alright, and if you're new here, you just subscribe to my channel, or you're just floating around YouTube on this late night, and you see me, and you want to take a look-see. It doesn't have to be for a long time. You can watch the entire video if you want, or you can watch a little bit of it. But little bit equals a lot. So still a view. Thank you for the view at least. But if you like it and you want more, hit that bell so you can get more. And welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. And if not, get out of here. Go on somebody else's channel and bother them. It is what it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is late. I am sick as a dog right now. I think I got food poisoning. My stomach's been killing me for the last few hours. I mean, right after Raw, I went to take a nap. A little power nap. And then I wanted to get up, like, maybe like around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Get this video done, go back to sleep. But, I mean, I did go to sleep for a little bit, and I got up, like I said, got up about 12:30, and then my stomach was just killing me. And I think I ate something bad. I don't know what it was. Maybe something I ate. I don't know. Nothing. I don't know what it is, but something. I guess it didn't go well with my tummy. Now I have a tummy ache. On top of that, I feel like I'm getting a cold. Hopefully it's not COVID or anything like that. But, I mean, I can smell, I'm okay, but just have a little bit of a cough. My tummy's killing me, so I might have maybe a stomach ache. Maybe I got food poisoning. I did throw up a little bit. Sorry, I know it's TMI, but okay. But just not a fun last couple hours. But feeling a little bit better now after having some ginger ale and trying to take a stomach pill. But I'm going to try to finish this video up and then I'm going to try to at least get some sleep so I can go to work tomorrow. But if not, I'm gonna have to call out, which sucks. But I mean, I still get paid, but it's a sick day, so. But it is what it is. I can make it up on the weekend, so. If I take a day off here and there, I can always make up more hours. But that's how my job is. But it is what it is. But anyway, I hope all you guys are doing good. And then, if not, well, sorry about that. But at least make the most of your day and your night and your week. As we are officially on the countdown clock to Christmas. As of this video, if you're watching now, it is December the 12th, 2023. So we are officially 13 days away from Christmas, or just under 2 weeks away from the greatest day in the world and Christmas. And we are 19 days away from New Year's Eve and the start of 2024, which was 3 weeks from yesterday. So we're 20 days away from the start of 2024. So days are going by fast. So if you blink, you're going to miss it. But hopefully everybody's doing their Christmas shopping and all that good shit. And I hope you guys have a great week. Got a lot of good stuff coming your way. This week, a final battle this Friday night. Not that anybody's going to watch most of it. I mean, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it probably Saturday morning. And then try to review it. And then try to get Collision done. I want to keep my weekend open. I got a lot of things to do in and out of Casa del Gilmore, but I call it Casa del Gilmore because it's just what it is. I mean, we got a lot of stuff to do this weekend, and pretty much next weekend is, Christmas weekend, and I gotta get ready for that, and then get ready for the end of the year, and then start 2024, hopefully a little bit better than I started this year, but, for a lot of people, they want to get this year done already, because it hasn't been a great year for some of them. Physically, mentally, financially. Not me per se, but financially I've been pretty good. But mentally, not so good. Physically, on and off, been good. But, I had a shoulder problem. I had a back problem. I have a knee problem. Knee is still getting stronger. I still got a little bit more physical therapy to do with that, but shoulder is strong. Back, still got a little bit of work to do with that, but that's gonna happen next year probably. But we'll see what happens with that. But on top of that, I gotta go get a colonoscopy. That's not fun. A thing right up your woo-ha! But you're drugged up, so you don't feel it. So. But yeah, you have to get it right around when you're 45. I'm going to be 47, so, I don't want to waste too much time and not get it. Because when you get it, you won't need it, then need it, and not get it. That's a commercial. But, yeah, got that to look forward to early next year, and hopefully, I could go on a goddamn vacation next year. I mean, I did go on a mini vacation this year, but I want to go on a little bit longer vacation next year. Whether it be to where, somewhere warm or just down the turnpike. Whatever it may be, I go. Wherever I go, I'll be happy to go, get some fresh air and all that good shit. Alright, so. But anyway, thanks for watching here on the channel, the Kill Demons channel, the main channel really. Thank you all for watching. My name, once again, is Peter Joseph. I'm a content creator talking about the wonderful world of wrestling or anything I feel like talking about. And if you like it, great. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell as well. And if not, like I said, get out of here. And that's pretty much it. I meant to do a Niners video yet last night, but I fell asleep after the Eagles game, and the Eagles lost! Ha! Makes me happy. Number 1 seed in the league, baby. In the NFC, really. Niners are number 1 in the NFC. Because they're head-to-head, because they beat the Eagles. They beat the Cowboys. Pretty much got tiebreakers galore. So, 4 games left. A couple easy ones, but a couple hard ones coming up. Especially those Ravens on Christmas night. And the Rams who lost. Thank you, Otaku. Knocked their playoff things for a loop. But, still 4 games left. Anything can happen. I mean, the Giants won tonight. Oh, boy. Giants are getting red hot at the right time. If they can run the table, I would hate to face the Giants in the wild card round. Doesn't matter who you are. Could be the Niners. But, Niners already beat them this season, so wipe the floor with them. But now they're pretty damn good now, but it is what it is. They got the Saints this weekend. See what happens with that. The Niners got Arizona. Basically, it's a home game. It's in Levi Stadium South, which is Arizona. So, not going to be an easy game. There's nothing's easy. And Arizona is usually a little bit pesky. So, even with Kyle Murray still on the team, it's going to be a little bit pesky. But I think the Niners can easily win that game. See what happens with that. Then the big test is the Ravens, because that could be a Super Bowl matchup. But knowing the Ravens and how bad they in the playoffs, that may not happen. But it is what it is. But we'll see what all happens with that as we move on into this week and through the next couple weeks to the end of the season. That's that. This team kicking some ass. They won last night, which is great. Against the Kings. They play tomorrow. Actually, they're playing tomorrow. I think against Toronto. I forgot who they're playing tomorrow. They got Boston this weekend. Oh, in Boston. That's going to be a good game. Pretty much Boston and the Rangers are going to be like 1-2 in the Eastern Conference right now. Rangers had a little bit of a slip up in a 2-game losing streak, but came right back last night at the Garden and basically whipped the Kings' ass. So, Rangers getting back to their winning ways. That's always fun. But it's early still. It's December. Got a long way to go still. But we'll move on with that. Alright, enough about that spiel that you didn't need to know, but I feel like talking about it. It's my channel, not yours, asshole. And that's pretty much it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, on this getting close to late night. Late Monday night. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, on this late night, for your late night, Monday night. Ugh, that was a long intro. But it is time for your late night, Monday Night Raw review. For December 11, 2023, we are emanating, from the Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. Home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. And also home to the Cleveland Cavaliers and those Brownies, the Cleveland Browns. Could make the playoffs, but we'll see. Probably will, because it depends on, the next 4 games for the Browns and the Steelers and pretty much the Bungles, kind of all lined up for the wild card spot. 2 teams are going to get it, but we'll see what happens with that. Also, the hometown of a guy named Mike Mizanin, a.k.a. The Miz. So we'll see if The Miz is there tonight. I mean, it's his hometown. Probably will be there. Also, a certain guy named Dolph Ziggler, too. Let me move on. Alright, so this week on Raw, very good show. I thought it was a pretty solid show. We had pretty much the segment of the night with that guy named Phil. Yeah, CM Puke. Signing where he's going to sign, whether it be Raw, SmackDown, or possibly NXT. So we got all that and a whole lot more on your 3-hour cure for insomnia Monday Night Raw. So let's get into it, and let's not waste any more of your precious time that I already wasted. Alright, so, commentary team, as always on Monday Night Raw, I guess I'll say, the legend, legendary, legendary man himself on Mondays and Fridays, and that is Mitchell Cole, and his color commentator, another legend, should be in the Hall of Fame, former multiple-time Intercontinental Champion, Bad News Wade Barrett. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. That's that. Wade Barrett should go in the Hall of Fame. He should. I think he deserves it. But will he? Not next year. Not anytime soon, but we will be getting there, bro. Pretty much. But we'll see what happens. We're not going to even talk about the Hall of Fame probably until after the Royal Rumble, probably in February. Or maybe, I would say maybe the Raw after the Rumble or early February. We'll probably get the first couple inductees. Pretty much the main person who's going to get inducted. Which will probably, it's in Philly. I'm thinking it might be Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman, that'd be funny. Wouldn't be funny, but it would be actually kind of ironic, don't you think? That it's in Philly, WrestleMania's in Philly. Let's do an all ECW Hall of Fame. Heyman be the #1 guy. Why not? Why not? Put him in. Another guy should be in. My good friend right over here. Mike! What? Can you come in here for a second? Ah, come on, Gil. Come on, Mr. Joseph. I'm busy. What are you doing that's so busy at 3:30 in the morning? I was working out. At 3:30, really? Oh, yeah. I gotta put people through the table, once in a while. Because I'm awesome. Like you. Yeah, that's true. Okay. But anyway, Mike, just wanted to let you know that we're talking about, next year's Hall of Fame and everything. So, Philadelphia. You know all about Philly, right? Yeah, I wrestled in that dumb bingo hall. It smells and the people there suck. Yeah, I know. I've been there too, dude. I've been in that bingo hall a couple times. Not a fun place to be. It's crowded. But, yeah, we're talking about the Hall of Fame and who should go in the Hall of Fame. Paul Heyman. You know Paul, right? Yeah, I know Paul. He's cool. Not as awesome as me, though, but, it's cool. But, yeah, Paul Heyman would probably, headline the Hall of Fame. He should. It's in Philly. And you know what? You should go in too, Mike. Yeah, I know, because I'm awesome. Yeah, but I know there's a lot of other guys that are going to have to go before you. Rob Van Dam, Tommy Dreamer, even Jerome, motherfucker, Joey Styles, Todd Gordon probably go in, maybe the gang, besides the gangsters, probably Public Enemy, all those great people that came a little bit before you there, Mike. But you'll get in eventually. Now I should be in next. I'm awesome. Mike, I know, but you got other guys there. I don't give a shit. I'll kick your ass. Okay, Mike, now be easy. I don't care. I'll put him through a flaming table. Well, a guy that won't probably be in the Hall of Fame is that guy that you hate. The Japanese guy. Don't, damn it. I won't say his name. I know you get mad about that. Yeah, I hate that guy. I just want to put him through a table. Okay. Mike, calm down. Anyway, I gotta go. You want to say bye? Bye! Okay, get out of here. Anyway. Yes, Mike Awesome should be in the Hall of Fame. My good friend. He's a good friend of mine. And if you don't like my Mike Awesome impression, fuck you. I'd like to see you do that. But you can't because you can't do it. That's why I like to have a little comedy, satire sessions here and there. Just to bring some entertainment. I don't care if people clip it and think I'm off my medication, because I'm not. But I just like to be funny and bring some, like I said, some entertainment and some satire. You like it? Good. You don't? Keep it moving. Or have Mike come to your house and kick your ass. And Jerome. Jerome will take his scythe and put up your ass. Motherfucker. He'll do it too. but it is what it is. Alright, so Monday Night Raw starts with the opening recap. Looking at what happened last week with Drew McIntyre beat the ever-loving shit out of Sami Zayn, and commentary tonight mentioned that Sami has a torn meniscus. Oh, that's not fun. I know about that. Oh yeah, I do. I know about knee injuries because I had one way back in the day. Way back in the day when I was a little bit of Hulkster dude. Well, not a little bit, medium-sized Hulkster dude. Back in my teens when I used to play hockey. Not a good surgery, I'll tell you that much. I fucked my knee up. It still hurts to this day. The same one. The one I'm going to right now, I'm going to physical therapy now, is the same one that back this February, way back in February this year, I was coming back from the doctor and was going to get my bus, and I was running to the bus because the bus, it was a little bit far away and couldn't drive there, so I could have, but I didn't have the car. Anyway, so I got on the bus, and as I was going to the bus, I'm right there, and then next thing you know, I didn't even know there was a crack in the freaking concrete, and I just went, boop, and I knew I was falling, so I was trying to hold myself up a little bit and go, maybe fall and brace myself, but I fell, and I kind of I didn't do a forward roll or anything. I just braced myself, and I just landed on my freaking knee. I landed on my hands, and then I landed on my knee, and then my side. And I got up under my own power, but I was in pain. I limped on the bus, and, thankfully, at least a few people, not a lot of those people on the bus, you fucking assholes, say, hey, you alright? You need to go to the hospital? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I just tripped. At least the bus driver was, he knew me, so I was like, hey, you okay? You want me to call the ambulance? I'm like, no, I'm fine. And thankfully somebody gave me the seat and everything because I was in a lot of pain. I wasn't gonna stand up in a lot of pain, but I got home and Rose had to come get me basically because I was like limping all the way to my house. And then I got in, I lay down on my bed, got some ice on my knee, and I fell asleep after taking a painkiller. But ever since February, on and off, I got residual pain from that. But now I'm going to physical therapy for it. Now it's getting much stronger. Because the place I go for physical therapy is so good. That's that. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so Sami Zayn's got a torn meniscus. He's going to be out for a long time. I don't know how long, but probably won't be at the Rumble. I doubt it. Maybe coming back by Mania, but I think, I don't think he has a torn meniscus. I think, commentary just said, yeah, storyline-wise, he has a torn meniscus, but he's taking some time off. So, who knows when he's coming back. But anyway, we see that. And then, later in the night, Drew attacked Jey Uso after he lost to Seth freaking Rollins in that World Heavyweight title match. So we're going to get Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre one-on-one in a little bit. So we got that little opening recap. Then after that, we get the new signature. Same goddamn fucking song. Supposedly it was a new theme. I don't know. Bring the metal back, goddammit. Because I'm getting sick of this crap. These stupid themes on Raw and pretty much SmackDown. And NXT. Gotta bring that metal back, Hunter. We do, man. There's a lot of new stuff coming out. I mean, if New Year's Day can come on Halloween Havoc. I mean, a certain band named Motionless in White that does Rhea Ripley's theme song. You could get those two bands, then you could probably get In This Moment, get Slipknot to come back to do, or maybe bring back, All Out Live for NXT, or maybe something new from Slipknot, or maybe just Stone Sour, or any metal band. And you can get Korn, maybe. That'd be hilarious. You welcome to Monday Night Raw and they have like Blind by freaking Korn. Or Freak on a Leash or something like that. Some good Korn song. Ooh, ooh, I can't even do it. Or even better, get Disturbed. That'd be great. I mean, they did Stone Cold's old theme. Well, I think it was the Ruthless Aggression era theme, which was barely even used. Barely. And then Drowning Pool did, I think it was on, what album was that? I was going to say Forcible Entry, but it's not that one. I have to look at it, because I have it, too. I don't think it's on Forcible Entry. It's on... I think it might be on WWE The Music, like, volume 55 or 69 or whatever it is. But... What it is, but... I miss the raw themes of old, even Union Underground with Move to the Music, Move to the music, play the fucking music, I miss that. I miss Beautiful People by Mr. Manson. I miss Green Day's Know Your Enemy. That was good for SmackDown. I love that. Besides Beautiful People by Mr. Manson. But, even Raw, when it had Nickelback, Burn It to the Ground was pretty damn good. It's still a good song by Nickelback. Papa Roach, To Be Loved, that was great. I can't think of any other metal rock theme song. Well, besides AC/DC for SmackDown like a year or so ago. But looks like we're probably going to keep these boring as fuck themes. And hopefully now, when we get the new TV deal, we'll start getting those metal themes back. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But if I were some of you people out there, please, for the love of God, can you please DM Hunter and Shawn Michaels to bring some metal themes back? For NXT theme song, the Raw and SmackDown theme song needs a change. Can you please DM him and tell him to bring back some like Slipknot? Or even it would be cool to be Slayer! Or Metallica. I know there's, royalties in there, but, you don't need to get the main top bands, but, you can get, like, New Year's Day, you can get In This Moment. Motionless in White can do something. Maybe even get Nickelback. Why not? Or Green Day. Green Day's got some new stuff coming out. I think they have a new song out. I forgot the name of it. But I think they have a new album coming out. I know New Year's Day's album's coming out in March. In This Moment's mega album, God Mode, is out. Kick some ass, as always. And I know Motionless in White's album, Scoring the End of the World, came out like when did that album come out? Like earlier this year or 2022. So they're going to be in the lab pretty soon making another masterpiece. No pun intended, because that's the name of a song. But you can go see them next year. I know. In This Moment is doing Rockville next year. They're doing a couple other festivals in the summertime. I found out that New Year's Day he's doing a tour with Lacuna Coil. Ooh! But they're not coming to New York. They go to Asbury Park, which is, it's a hop, skip, and jump away, but it's far. Not that far, you can just take, if I wanted to go down there, I have to probably, I probably have to either stay at a hotel in Asbury Park, or I could stay in Atlantic City, because it's, like, right near there, but a little ways away from Atlantic City, but still. No, train. If I took the train, it's a little pain in the butt, but not that far by train, really. Not that far, but it's like almost going to the PNC, but a little bit further. It's like southern New Jersey, but yeah, bring back the fucking metal themes for God's sake. That's pretty much it. Alright, so after all that, got the opening sequence. We're off and running on Monday Night Raw. And we start off Monday Night Raw with Mr. Blue Man himself. That's main event Jey Uso. Yeet. Yep, brought that back. Because he couldn't use it anymore. But now, him and an indie wrestler who actually was using it, he trademarked it in, 2021, 2022? Whatever year it was, he's like, hey, why are you using my, yeet? Because I'm using it. So, I don't know how they worked it out, but Jey Uso now can use yeet, and he brought back the shirt. So you can get it right. You can still get it on WWEshop.com if you wanted to. So Jey Uso in all blue. Hey, that's SmackDown's colors. Are you having a problem there, Jay? You don't know what brand you're on. You can't wear red. I don't know why you're wearing blue. It's no freaking sense to me. Anyway, so Jey Uso comes out for a chat before his match with Drew McIntyre. And, he says, welcome to Monday Night Raw. So he's all happy to have Yeet back. Fans are like, Yeet! Yeet! And hope his good buddy Sami Zayn gets well soon. We wish him a speedy recovery. Anyway, talks about last week where Drew showed that he was two-faced. So, on cue, Drew McIntyre comes out and basically wants Nick Aldis to sign CM Punk to SmackDown because Punk is going to destroy the locker room. And says, I've been up and down the road with him. I know the stories and everything. Then, so he talks about that, and then he goes right into the camera like he's talking to us. I'm talking to you like right now. He says, as for you, Sammy, I owe you an apology, which is something that you can't do, Jay. So he's like, imagine if someone hurt your family. Wouldn't you want revenge on them? And he's like, Jay, you haven't given me a apology yet. And Jay's like, fuck your apology. Smacked him in the face. And they were, and then he throws him outside the ring before we even start the goddamn match. I ain't giving you no apology, Oos. So, Jey Uso was not feeling so oosy tonight. So we got that. So the first segment I gave 3 out of 5 stars. And we're off and running on Monday Night Raw. And we got that. Alright, so we get to the match. Match wasn't that bad. It was pretty decent, but kind of like, chicanery at the end. But you knew that was going to happen. Alright, so it's also with Jey Uso beating the crap out of Drew for a little bit, and the fans are like chanting, Yeet! And the Yeet chants are strong with this mighty one. Drew gets knocked to the floor. We go to a break. Come right back. Jay's favoring his knee. Uh-oh. Gets knocked down in the corner. Drew runs him over for a trip to the floor, only to miss the Claymore. And then Jay takes him out with a big flippy dibbity-doo. As we go to yet another break. Come back. Again. Jay sits on top, starts hammering away on Drew, only for Drew to sit up and hit a belly-to-belly superplex on the way down. Then the ever-popular top rope axe handle missed. How do you miss that? And Jay gets a nearfall of a Samoan drop, but Drew comes back, tries for the Claymore again, and gets cut off with a super kick, knocking Drew down, and then Jay goes up top looking for the suicide splash, but Drew got his knees up. And then Drew hits the Future Shock TDT. Looked like he was about to win, but Jay kicked out at 2. So Drew throws up another Claymore. He runs and Jay thinks he's Roman and hits a mighty spear for a near fall. You hit the spear and people kick out at 2. When Roman hits it, it's over. But I digress. And then Drew starts being a little like, weird and not weird. He tries to cheat and he takes off the turnbuckle pad, rips it off, and he starts talking to the referee. Referee's, talking to him, and then I think his name is Rob Zadova, or whatever his name is. Basically, the first name is Rob. So, Rob the referee sounds funny. The referee goes to fix the turnbuckle, which allowed Drew to, gouge at the eye, nasty, and really kind of temporarily blind Jey Uso. Then he backs up, hits the Claymore. 1, 2, 3, Drew McIntyre gets the win in a little over 17 minutes. But a decent match. 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. And then after the match, Drew does what he did last week with the same referee. And he's like, "Hey, lad. Release my hand, lad. Release my hand. On my time." The ref's like, "Fine." That referee could probably kick your ass. He has like a mean old tan. And he looks like he's built like a truck. He probably would kick somebody's ass. So. Hey, if Jessica Carr can hit a stunner on Sami Zayn at a house show, do it way better than R.P. Edwards, I would say, but it is what it is. Hey, even this Rob Zadova guy probably would hit some type of finisher. Maybe he hit a Gilmore cutter, I don't know. But not as great as me, but just saying. And that's pretty much it. Alright, we move on with that. Alright, so 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Drew McIntyre is your winner, and we'll see what happens with him as we move on. Then we're going to look at CM Skunk, his trip to SmackDown this past Friday, and a little bit of his NXT Deadline appearance with Shawn Michaels, where he called out a bunch of people, including Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and the Tribal Chief. The second GOAT to the Undertaker, but our Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Put up your ones, my friends, and that's pretty much it. So we get that. So we're gonna hear from Punk a little bit later, but we move on with that. Then we go to a very good freaking promo from Shinsuke Nakamura. Another one of those Japanese promos, but this felt like an anime fucking video. Holy crap, felt like Dragon Ball Z almost, without the Dragon Balls and all, like, Vegeta and Kakarot. So Shinsuke says Cody Rhodes will never reach his dream, and basically says that Cody doesn't respect him. And then he says, "Tonight I will show you that I am the real Nightmare," which is kind of what you wanted, right, Cody? But the way it was shot, the way it came out, great. 3.5 out of 5 stars just for that. I like this Shinsuke, man. Why would we get him when he first started these type of promos? I mean, he was a freaking beast in NXT. Freaking two-time NXT champion. Great match with Sami Zayn. And then Samoa Joe. That trilogy they had. One of them in a cage in Australia. Remember that one? Some of you do, but some of you don't. So we'll see what happens in your main event tonight. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Cody Rhodes. We got that. Alright, so like I said, 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. Alright, then we go to a promo from the Judgment Day. We have Poppy Priest in the bank. Poppy Priest, Damian Priest, along with Mommy Rhea Ripley, the former North American champion Dominic Guerrero, and Finn Balor, one half of the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, and a guy named JD McStupido. So they're all there in their clubhouse, kind of arguing with each other. They're not happy with what's been going on lately, and Finn's Priest, basically doing all the talking a little bit. He says, oh, we gotta get ready for the Creed Brothers, we're not gonna overlook them, and Finn's like, yeah, that's right, we're gonna beat them. And then Mommy Rhea Ripley goes on a freaking tirade, yelling at Poppy Priest, says, talking about being the leader is easier than being the leader. And Priest's like, oh, really now? You think you're the leader? Oh, man, I would love to see a match between them. Holy crap. But, she says being the leader is easy, being the leader is easier than being the leader, or talking about being the leader is easier than talking about being the leader, which doesn't kind of sit well with Damian Priest. They start yelling, and then Mommy's like, I don't want to talk about this, I got bigger things to worry about, like kicking more women in my division's ass, and that includes wrecking Maxine Dupree. So we got that. So Judgment Day, you got problems. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And we move on with that. Alright, right after that, we go to the Creed Brothers and Ivy Nile talking to Alpha Academy of the big fat man Otis and Chad Gable. Oh, thank you. I think we saw Tozawa too. They give Maxine Dupree a pep talk before her non-title match with Ms. Rhea Ripley. And then everybody's favorite person in the whole wide world, R-Truth comes in with some Christmas lights. And he wants to decorate Judgment Day's clubhouse. Okay. It's near Christmas, so why not? Still wants to be in Judgment Day and everything. So he goes to do that, and then he wishes everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was 2 weeks ago! You fucking moron! It is what it is. R-Truth is a little bit better than Wheeler Yuta, but, R-Truth's the type of guy that would cheat on his SATs. Kind of like Wheeler Yuta, too. But actually, he did cheat on the SATs. That's why he got a 400 just by putting his goddamn name on it. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it for that. Alright. Excuse me. I got a lot of gas in my belly, my belly's killing me again. So I want to get this done really quick. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go back to the ring with a non-title match. Mommy Rhea Ripley and Maxine Dupree with Ivy Nile at ringside. Not that it mattered. We hear some Twitter advice from Maxine. Didn't matter. Mommy Rhea Ripley beat the fuck out of her and won in 2 fucking minutes. Kind of botches the Riptide. And instead of going for the cover, she yells at Maxine and then finishes her off with the Prism Trap. And, tap out. Easy win for Rhea. And I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, still yells at Maxine, and then Ivy Nile comes in to save Maxine, and her and Rhea have a little bit of a stare down. So might get a women's title match coming up. Don't know when. We do hear later in the show that January 1st, the first Raw of 2024 will be the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw. So they're kind of bringing that pay-per-view back, but they're making it basically a 3-hour Raw. So it's kind of like a pay-per-view, technically, with commercials. And looks like we're going to get some title matches on that show. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. Alright, so maybe Rhea Ripley and Ivy Nile will have a women's title match on the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we get a video on the Dancing Queens, Casey Catanzaro and Kaden Carter, who are looking to get a women's tag team title shot from Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. We got Casey and Kaden in action later on against Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae. Alright, then we see Adam Pearce going into CM Punk's locker room. Well, he didn't barge in, he knocked. Unlike certain people we know, right? Right, the Young Bucks? Same. Alright, so we got that. So that was a prelude to Pearce coming out in our next segment. The segment of the fucking night. Probably the segment of the year for WWE. So Adam Pearce is in the ring, calls out CM Puke, who comes out. There's this little pop from the crowd. Then he gets on the mic, talks about how happy these people, the people make him, the fans make him, but he has a big decision to make. Talks about Cleveland and a little bit of history in the building. Hasn't always been nice to him. Talks about debuting in the building with Mickie James on his arm. I don't remember that. I don't even know what promotion that was in. Was that TNA? I don't think it was not Ring of Honor. But anyway, he debuted in the building with Mickie James on his arm, which is when they got sent to... Oh, that's okay. Which is when, after that, they got sent to OVW. And that's where he learned to love a lot of things. And then he came back to WWE, where Randy Orton has not this voice! Kicked him right in the head. And then Punk got stripped of the World Heavyweight title. So after that, he walked out. He got released. Pretty much he got fired and released, said goodbye on his wedding day to AJ. That ass. So he says, then I came back I came here 10 years ago, and then I walked out. I heard a lot of people who wanted to see me that night. And he says, he apologized. Not that it matters, 10 years ago. So he's like, now I received offers from Nick Aldis and Shawn Michaels, but my mind was pretty much made up when I saw this show in Cleveland. So like I said, he walked away from Cleveland and the fans, and he's walking right back. So he says, I'm back, I'm home again. And then he signs the contract, so he is officially a Monday Night Raw superstar. But I think we all knew he was going to sign with Raw anyway, to go against Seth freaking Rollins. So on cue, Seth freaking Rollins comes out in a purple getup, purple jacket, purple pants, black freaking shirt. I'm like, wait a minute, is he trying out for the freaking Judgment Day? So he comes out, the fans like, oh! So I'm like, oh shit, about to pick up. Business about to pick up, my God! As JR would say. So they go face to face, they have like a stare down. The crowd was like, holy shit! And you knew shit was about to go down. So Rollins grabs the mic, welcomes CM Punk to Monday Night Rollins. So Seth's like, I'm glad you're here, but you know better. You better not call this place your home because this is my house. He said, Seth goes, you walked out on the company and you spent 10 years trying to tear it down. And he's like, long story short, I hate you. But he says, however, if you're going to stick around, I want you to be on my show and be on Monday Night Raw. So basically, he's saying that, says, maybe you can change, maybe you can't, but this is your last chance, to change, or you're gonna self-destruct like you always do, or if you got anything left in the tank, I could show you what it means to be the best in the world and to, stand across from me and get a world title shot. So he finishes up his promo, then Punk's like, are you done? Really, Phil? So anyway, Punk says, I'm here to make things difficult for you, and I'm officially entering the Royal Rumble match. So Cody is now in, and obviously Punk was going to get in anyway. So Punk says, once I win, maybe I'm coming after you. So I'm like, oh yeah, probably will win the Royal Rumble. He'll probably get his title shot before Cody. I still think Cody might win the Elimination Chamber and then face Roman again. But do we really want to see that again? I don't, but the way that the storylines are going, pretty much telling you that Punk probably will win, most likely will win the Rumble. Cody will win the Elimination Chamber. Cody will face Roman on night 2. Get beat again. God forbid now Cody wins 3 years later. So he beats Seth, lost to Roman, then he beats Roman at WrestleMania 40, so WrestleMania 40 will be the end of the streak? No. I don't think it's going to happen. But now I thought of an interesting theory here. I think this might happen. I'm not saying it will happen. It might happen. I'm thinking they're going to do something where we're going to get co-winners like we got on with Bret Hart and Lex Luger. Remember when they eliminated each other and then they had a stupid tournament for WrestleMania 10? Which Bret won anyway. Of course, Lex Luger got screwed by Mr. Perfect. And then Bret had 2 matches. He lost to Owen Hart, that epic match that was. And then went on to face Yokozuna and beat Yokozuna for the WWF title. Only to lose it. I forgot who he lost it to, actually. But in any case, we might get something like that. I mean, we kind of got it with Cena and Batista at the Royal Rumble one year when they eliminated each other, and then Vince McMahon comes out, and then he tore both his quads. We restarted the match, and I forgot who won. I think Batista won that Royal Rumble. I forget. So they could do something like that, and maybe they'll have co-winners of the Rumble. So Punk will come out. Both of them come out the Raw after the Rumble. Punk's like, well, I want Seth. Cody's like, well, I want Seth. So we could get a triple threat match out of that. I doubt it, but I still think Punk will win the Royal Rumble. Cody will win the Elimination Chamber. They'll face Roman and Seth on different nights to be the main event of night 1 and 2. But I mean, what if they they both win the Rumble? What happens then? Do both of them go into the Elimination Chamber? I doubt it. But I wouldn't put it past WWE to do something maybe like that. So the winner of the Chamber can be the official Royal Rumble winner, and then they go on to WrestleMania to face whoever they want. But I don't think they're gonna do that. It was just a theory I had. Not awesome theory, but a theory. But I doubt it's gonna happen. But you never know. But we'll see what happens with that. But that segment was fucking epic. Excuse me. And I gave that 5 out of 5. It was perfect. Not Mr. Perfect, but good. It was so good. And man, the promos coming up in the next few weeks are going to be great. But we'll see what happens with that. We do find out later that Seth Rollins will defend the World Heavyweight Championship at the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw against Drew McIntyre. So obviously Seth will probably win. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so after that epic segment with Punk and Seth, we go to a video for Ivar and Bronson Reed. They're about to do battle. Big beefy men slapping meat. We get to the match just under 10 minutes. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit, as I'm feeling like crap right now. So, we have Valhalla out at ringside. But this was a big beefy men slapping meat match. Pretty good match. Ivar knocks Bronson to the floor for a big flippy gibbity-doo, surprisingly, by the big man. Otherwise known as Mr. Hansen. Bronson gets knocked down for a change. You get back in. Ivar goes to the moonsault, gets broken up, and then that allows Bronson Reed to hit a superplex of all moves for the win. Not tsunami. Like, wow. So he gets the win. Match was pretty decent. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Bing, bang, boom. Good night. That's it. We move on. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Judgment Day in the back. CM Punk comes in to meet them. Poppy Priest threatens to use the Money in the Bank briefcase on Punk if he does win the World Heavyweight title. And I think there's somebody on Twitter that is pretty much right about things. He said that that Poppy Priest will cash in on April the 6th, which is night 1 of WrestleMania. So, Punk can win the title and lose the title on the same night. But I don't think so. I think Poppy Priest will try to. I think it'll be a great match. Punk will win, obviously. He'll win the World Heavyweight title. But he'll be so banged up that, he can't, walk out. And then Poppy Priest will try to, steal Punk's thunder, come out, cash in, and then lose. I think Punk will probably hit the GTS or roll him up. Some type of... He'll beat Poppy Priest, and Poppy Priest will be, added to the list of people that tried to cash in and lost the Money in the Bank briefcase. So... Or Poppy Priest can basically try to do a Seth Rollins for WrestleMania 31, cash in during the match, and still lose. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so we got that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then after that, Judgment Day minus Rhea Ripley, they come out for a big chat. Poppy Priest sounding rather pissed. Doesn't want to have to remind everybody who the fuck they are. And he wants everybody to rise for the Judgment Day! So then Finn Balor says, all rise. And then Priest puts basically everyone in the locker room on notice. And then Dom tries to talk. The fans boo him out the building, basically. So he gets nowhere. But then R-Truth comes out to interrupt. Still with the Christmas lights. And Truth's like, I don't know why your clubhouse is locked. Well, obviously they don't want you in there. And he thinks that he hasn't been invited to their holiday party. But it's okay, because I have some great ideas for the team. First thing on the docket is kick out JD McStupido. JD's like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? And it was like, oh shit, really? Huh, yeah, kick him out so you can take his spot. Right? You're gonna take his spot. My spot, dog spot, neighbor spot, but my spot. Anyway, and second of all, Poppy Priest needs to stop calling himself the boss. But you're a good boss. But, Mommy Rhea Ripley doesn't really like that. So, Priest's like, alright, hold on here. everybody likes you, Truth. You know, female's like, yeah, I like you. Dom's like, I guess, you know. JD McStupid was like, probably not, I don't really like you. You know, I'll go along with it. And then Poppy Priest like, well, everybody here likes you. The fans like you. These three guys like you. But I don't even fucking like you. And then they beat the fuck out of him. Until the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, come in for the save to clear the ring. And then next week on the program from Des Moines, Iowa, we got the Creed brothers taking on Poppy Priest and Finn Balor for the Undisputed Tag Team belts. Might get a title change. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the back. We have Drew McIntyre talking to Adam Pearce. Pearce says McIntyre gets the shot at Seth Rollins on the New Year's Day edition of Monday Night Raw, the Day 1 edition. We get that. CM Punk comes in, wants to finish his story. And then Drew gets the match. Then he leaves. So after he leaves, Adam Pearce says that. Seth Rollins gets shot, blah, blah, blah. And then after that, we see, Kofi Kingston! Ricochet and Chad Gable, thank you. Get that. They come in, they greet Punk. Punk sees Kofi for the first time in many years. Like, Kofi, you're making me crazy! And Kofi's like, oh, I don't do that no more. Yeah, because you got exposed by Triple H. Hey, wait a minute. I got a problem here. Matter of fact, we all got a problem. Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican? And everybody's like, and he's like, oh shit. He broke character in middle promo. It's like, SmackDown's gonna kick her ass. Any questions? Yeah, I got a question. Matter of fact, I got a problem. Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican? Kofi probably still won't live that down. Because he got exposed because he broke character. Anyway, so little reunion for the former tag team champions. Remember they were tag team champions? That was weird. They held it for a little bit, not long. But anyway, so, little Punk Kofi reunion. Ricochet says, hey, how you doing, Punk? And then Chad Gable's like, oh, how you doing? So they meet Punk, and then Adam Pearce says, so Punk goes to leave, and then Adam Pearce's like, guys, can you come to my office? I want to talk to you about an idea I have. About the Intercontinental title. So one of them might get a shot. I mean, we already saw Ricochet get beat by Walter. Chad Gable with a pretty gutsy performance against Walter. And Kofi, yeah. Kofi will get destroyed. I mean, Walter does need opponents. So, one of those three guys, probably, or they might do a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental title. Not that's gonna matter, but then you got another guy named The Miz wanting a title shot, a rematch from Survivor Series, and then we see him later. He does get that at the day one edition of Raw, but Walter's like, I'll give you your rematch, but if you lose, you can never fight me again as long as I'm the champ. So Miz got a lot to fight for on the day one edition of Monday Night Raw, January the 1st, 2024. So that's looking like gonna be a huge show. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I gave all that 3 out of 5 stars. We move on. Alright, then we go to women's tag team action. We have the Dancing Queens, Kaden Carter and Casey Catanzaro taking on Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae of The Way. That rhymes. Anyway, we have Chelsea Green and Piper Niven once again on commentary like they did last week. And once again, Chelsea and Mitchell Cole going at it on commentary. I mean, Michael Cole went from hating Bayley so much, and Bayley hating him, to Chelsea Green hating Michael Cole. Michael Cole hates her too. So let's have a 2-on-1 handicap match at WrestleMania. Michael Cole versus Bayley and Chelsea Green. Why not? Anyway, this match kind of sucked. It was boring. The Dancing Queens get the win after they hit the after party. 1, 2, 3. They get the win in just under 2.5 minutes. Match was boring. So we get that. And next week on the program, we got a women's tag team title match between the Dancing Queens and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. So we might see a title change next week, I hope. But if not, I really think either Asuka or Kairi gets a title shot, or whatever happened to Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the witches of NXT, they were the witches of NXT, now the witches of SmackDown. Where are they? They did a couple of, they went on SmackDown for like maybe a week or two, then they did that weird as fuck vignette promos, and then we don't hear from them again. So that's what I would do. I would bring back Alba Fire and Isla Dawn to beat Chelsea Green and Piper, go on a nice little run, and then eventually, I think at WrestleMania, we're going to see Asuka and Kairi get a tag team title shot and win. So, Asuka finally gets a win at WrestleMania. She's 0-6. So she'll get her first major win there. I think Kairi is 0-1. I think she's been on WrestleMania once or twice, I think. I gotta look that up. But at least Kairi will finally get a win. And the Kabuki Warriors will reunite. And they'll get the tag team belts, I think for the third time. I think the third or fourth time. EO, I don't know what EO's gonna do at WrestleMania. I think EO will probably face the winner of the Elimination Chamber, depending on who wins the Women's Royal Rumble, which might be, if she's in it, Jade Cargill. Or could be Bianca. I'm hoping it's Liv Morgan when she returns, but she still has some issues with her shoulder. I don't know if she's going to make it to the Rumble. There was a story that Cameron was going to be in the Rumble. You know, remember Cameron from the Funkadactyls? The person that said Alicia Fox and Melina was the greatest match in WWE history, and Stone Cold wanted to freaking punch her out. She got kicked off the first fucking day of Tough Enough. Like, get out of here! What the fuck? Like, you haven't seen any matches before that? That was your moment of that show. No, Stone Cold was doing this. I would have looked at her and go, really? Really? And when Stone Cold asked me the greatest match in WWE history, I would without hesitation, I would say Macho Man Randy Savage, oh yeah, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at WrestleMania 3. Without hesitating, I would say that. Because that is probably one of the greatest matches in WWE history. I think the greatest. People would say Andre and Hogan, I mean, it's up there, but I don't think anything can compare to freaking Macho Man Randy Savage and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat at WrestleMania 3, because that was a fucking classic. And they got overshadowed by Hogan and Andre. God damn it, Hogan. Why do you think Macho Man Randy Savage has so much hatred for Hogan because of that? Well, besides other things. The Mega Powers and all that shit. So we get all that. Alright, so the Dancing Queens get the win. And I didn't give 2 shits, so I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to the back where we have DIY of the Psycho Killer, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano in his hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. They have a 6-man tag team match with Imperium, Walter, Fabian Aichner, and Marcel Barthel. They have a mystery partner And Gunther says, I don't care who it is. We're still gonna beat you. But I'm like, yeah, it's The Miz. Obviously. If you've been following the storyline. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. What's that? Alright, then we go to the ring with another pretty epic promo. We have The Man! Becky Lynch comes out to chat about Nia. Woo! Jax. She says, we never fought before one-on-one, but we see a clip of, like a few years ago when, Nia broke Becky's nose in basically 5 years ago, 2018, resulting in the still awesome shot of her bloody nose and posing in the crowd after beating up Ronda Rousey, which led to, I think, WrestleMania 35. Anyway, Becky says it's petty to bring it up now, 5 years later, but I'm a petty person, so I'll bring it up anyway. Says, we're on different paths, but I'm going to win the Rumble, main event WrestleMania, and Nia's going on to double ACL surgery. Damn. Because Nia is so unlikable that her body won't stand up for her. Damn. That's sad. That's savage. Not Randy Savage, but Savage. Fat shaming Nia. Wow. So then, Nia, Jax comes out. And she's all ready to fight. And says, that punch 5 years ago was a lucky punch. Why would you say it's lucky? So it says, well, imagine what would happen if I was actually aiming. He says, I would have knocked you completely out. Nia says Becky should owe her for her entire career. I mean, the man thing, Becky 2 belts, stuff like that. But Becky says it's about what that night represented. And I want to prove that I am more than that. But Nia says, well, Becky, you really need to prove that your career wasn't a mistake. So Becky's like, alright, I didn't come to Cleveland to talk, I came here to fight. So she's all ready, she puts up her hair. She's like, alright, let's go, come on. And Nia's like, no, I'm out of here. I'm gonna save you the trouble. And then she's like, you need it more than I do. Really now? This promo, part of the promo was so bad. She sucks so bad on promos. I don't know why they brought her back. I really don't know. But at least they put her on Raw to get her away from Kyrie. So she doesn't botch and legit hurt somebody. Which she kind of did to Zoe and Shayna Baszler. You know, kind of put him out, and Raquel Rodriguez for a little bit. You know, maybe even if it was for a week or two. But yeah, the promo was good. I mean, it was, you know, they had some savage moments back and forth, but still Becky won that exchange anyway. So I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that, we go to the back with Jackie Redmond and her guest, Cody Rhodes. And he comes in, understands that he and Punk have the same idea, to win the Rumble, main event WrestleMania. But, you know, it can't work at the same time. So then he goes to Shinsuke and says, as for Shinsuke, you know, I know that he had a heck of a career in Japan, you think. But this is Cleveland, Ohio. He's like, hell, Stardust debuted in this building. Stardust. Really, you brought up Stardust, Cody, you stupid, monotonous, missionary-style promos. So then he's like, I'm ready to face Shinsuke in the main event. So I'm like, yeah, this promo sucked. Basically the same goddamn thing every fucking week. Over and over and over again. It's like missionary position every fucking night. Cody's boring, man. Get to the point, shut up. So I gave this promo 2.25 out of 5 stars. It was just boring. Alright, then we get to the 6-man tag team match. Imperium taking on Gargano and Ciampa, and their mystery partner, The Miz. I think we all knew that was The Miz because he's from Cleveland. So, not only was the homecoming for Gargano, it was also for The Miz. So, back and forth they went. I'm not going to go into all of it. Getting to the end, Walter, because of the yes kicks, grabs the Boston Crab, circa 1924. Ciampa makes the save. And then Gargano and Miz hit stereo tornado DDTs. And then The Miz puts Walter in the figure 4. Marcel Barthel tries to come in to stop it, but Gargano comes in, locks in the Gargano escape at the same time. Walter looks like he's about to tap, but then Fabian Aichner gets the tag, and he jumps in with that big old elbow drop of his, makes the save, but Miz comes right back and hits the skull-crushing finale, 1, 2, 3, in under 11 minutes. Miz and DIY get the win, and doesn't sit well with Walter, so I give the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. And after we get a look back at the segment with Seth and Punk, we got that epic segment. We go to the back. Walter once again starts yelling at Marcel Barthel and Fabian Aichner, and then The Miz shows up, and like I mentioned before, asks for another Intercontinental title shot. Walter's like, "Alright, I'll grant you another shot, but this is your last shot. And if you lose, you can never get a shot at my title as long as I'm the champ." So Miz is like, done. So I think we're gonna get that at the Day 1 edition of Raw. Didn't really mention when it's gonna happen, but I would assume it's gonna happen at the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to your main event of the evening. Cody Rhodes singing this stupid fucking theme song. I'm not gonna sing it right now because my stomach's killing me. Anyway, he takes on Shinsuke Nakamura. Good match. Crappy ending. They're gonna get right near the end. They slug it out in the middle of the ring. Shinsuke pulls him into a choke. Cody slips out again. Scores with a disaster kick for a near fall. Then he hits the wannabe fake springboard Gilmore cutter, the Cody cutter. That connects. He's all fired up. Then he picks up Shinsuke, goes for Crossroads. Shinsuke slips out of it, and then he spits the red mist, the red Kool-Aid, right in Cody's face. Causes a disqualification. So the match ends at 17:42, but still, it was a pretty decent match for what it's worth. 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. Cody's blinded, he's screaming in pain. And then Shinsuke with more of a beatdown. And then the Creed brothers come out. What? They come in for the save. Shinsuke walks away for a little bit. Kenny Dykstra comes in and referees. They come in. They get a towel, wipe Cody's face down, and then they get some water. Cody puts some water on his face, like, shit. And then they take him out of the ring, and then Shinsuke breaks away and hits the King Sasha, laying Cody out to end the show. So we'll see what happens with that. Might be another match coming up. I would probably think they'll run it back again at the Day 1 edition of Raw. I think Cody will win that. And then Shinsuke will enter the Rumble. See what happens with that situation. But we'll see. We'll have to see what happens with that. But still, a pretty decent match. Bad ending. And I don't understand why the Creed brothers come out. Why couldn't it be Jey Uso? Jey teamed with him. He was former tag team champions with him. Why did the Creed brothers come out? They had nothing to do with Shinsuke. Or Cody. Makes no freaking sense to me. That ending was kind of... What? That was like a Vince McMahon type ending. Oh, let's bring the Creed brothers out. You know. I'm like, why? I did not like that ending to Raw, but still, Raw was pretty solid, and I gave it 7.5 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comments section, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, leave actual comments, about the show. Don't leave anything about me and everything. I don't need to hear that. I don't need that shit. I know it's constructive criticism, but I mean, I got no time for that, man. I'm just gonna block you, and if you don't like it too fucking bad, do your own video about Monday Night Raw. But it is what it is. So that's pretty much it. Once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for Raw. We'll see what happens next week on the final actual live edition of Monday Night Raw. Because I think Christmas will be taped. I think they're doing a double taping next week for Raw. So Raw next week will be live, and then Christmas will be taped, and then the first Raw of 2024 will be the day one edition of Raw, basically a pay-per-view with commercials. So we'll see what happens with that. But we got Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. I think this is the only match that's happening on that show, but I would probably see Walter versus The Miz, Rhea Ripley versus Ivy Nile for the Women's Championship, and much more to come on the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw, January the 1st, 2024. But next week, we got two big title matches. We got the men's title match for the Undisputed Tag Team belts. The law firm of Finn and Priest defending against the Creed Brothers. And the women's tag team titles being defended by Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, taking on the Dancing Queens, Kaden Carter, and Casey Catanzaro from Des Moines, Iowa, which is Seth Rollins' country. Even though I don't think he's from Des Moines. He's around that area, I think. But it's his home state, so he'll be making, coming back home to Iowa. So the show's probably going to be revolving around him, coming back to his home state. Punk might be on the show. I assume he probably will be on the show. We'll see what happens with that. And a whole lot more next week on Monday Night Raw. Alright, so we got that. So, that is it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be back tomorrow with your NXT review. NXT should be a great show tomorrow with the aftermath of Deadline. Ilya Dragunov still your reigning defending NXT World Heavyweight Champion. We got a new North American Champion named Dragon Lee. See what happens with him. And much more. We got the Iron Survivor winners of Blair Davenport for the women, and for the men, it was Trick Williams. Interesting little thing with him and maybe Ilya tomorrow with Mello in the background. As we lead up now to their big show, New Year's Evil. So we got Day 1, New Year's Evil, right after that. And then we got the first Dynamite of the year, the first SmackDown of the year, Rampage, and the first Collision of the year. So 2024 is looking pretty damn good. And in between all that is freaking Wrestle Kingdom, which is going to trump everything else. So, 2024 is pretty much going to start like a good old-fashioned Gilmore Carter, like, bang! But we'll get there in a couple weeks. So we got all that. But I'll be back tomorrow with NXT, and pretty much through the rest of the week, like I always do. And, get through all the stuff this week, and all next week. And, pretty much after Collision, I'm going to be taking, the holidays off for Christmas and the greatest day in the world. I'm not doing a Raw review for Christmas, but I will be back for NXT. They'll be taped on the 26th. Live Dynamite on the 27th. I'll be back for Ring of Honor. I think it's doing a show on the 28th. I don't know if that's going to be a actual show. Probably will be because everything's taped in weeks before, whatever. So, might do Ring of Honor on the 28th. The 29th will be SmackDown and Collision and Rampage. Then I gotta get World's End predictions in. I gotta do the review. I gotta that last New Year's Eve weekend is gonna be crazy because I gotta get all those. I gotta do SmackDown review. I gotta do Collision and Rampage. I gotta do my predictions for World's End. I gotta do the review for World's End, and then New Year's Eve. Pretty much, I gotta do the year in review, and that would be the final video for 2023. So please hit that bell so when you get to watch all those great videos coming your way in the next couple weeks, and any news coming your way or any sports news or anything like that, I'll be here to tell you about that. By the way, once again, the Niners have clinched the playoffs, so wherever they end up, we'll see. Right now they have the number 1 seed with 4 games to play, but the Eagles have a little bit easy schedule. And we'll see what happens with that. They got 2 against the Giants. And I think 1 against the Commanders. So, I mean, the Niners got Arizona, then Baltimore at home on Christmas. At Washington on New Year's Eve. Then the final game of the season in Santa Clara against the Rams. So, Niners could go 3-1, but, you know, the Eagles can go 4-0. So that if one of those 3 teams loses between the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Niners, if one of them gets 1 loss, that's going to really determine the number 1 seed. So right now the Niners are not in the driver's seat per se, but they have the number 1 seed, and we'll see what happens this weekend in week number 15 in the NFL, in the league where they play for pay. And that's pretty much it. So, we'll see what happens with that. So, get ready for that, my friends. We got Saturday football with the Lions are playing. I think they're playing the Bears. So, right now, the Lions have the number 3 seed. Because the number 2 seed right now is I think it's the Eagles. And yeah, it's the Eagles because of, I think, head-to-head with the Cowboys. Or division record, I think. So I think the Cowboys won on Sunday. The second meeting. The first meeting, the Eagles whipped the Cowboys' ass in Philly. So we got that, but I think division record went to the Eagles. So Cowboys still have the number 5 seed, and that's pretty much gonna be the Cowboys or the Eagles. Any which way, and then pretty much 6 and 7 is a toss-up right now. I know the Vikings got 7 wins, but every other team at the number 7 seed has 6 wins, and the Giants are 1 game back of the Packers, the Saints, Atlanta. Well, not Atlanta. I think Atlanta won, so they still hold the NFC South lead. But they got the Saints and the Buccaneers at 6 wins, the Packers at 6 wins, the Rams at 6 wins, the Seattle Seahawks, falling out of it. Rams looking like they're about to fall out of it. The freaking Giants freaking waking up, 3 wins in a row. And they got the Saints this weekend. I don't know if that's a home game or it's in New Orleans. That's a 1 o'clock game on Fox. So, no Niner game this week on Fox, which sucks. I don't think they're going to play it on CBS, but we'll see. But I think they just have a 4 o'clock game. But, I mean, they beat the Texans. Big whoop. Not that it matters, because they're out of the playoffs. They're mathematically eliminated, so. Because everybody in that division's got 8. Anybody has 8 wins, just are 5-8. So. Even if they win the next 4 games and go 9-8, they're going to need a lot of help, and they don't have any, I don't think they have any tiebreakers. So, even if they ran a table, they still won't get in. But, I mean, it is what it is. I think the Ravens are going to get that number 1 seed, but then again, it might be might be the Dolphins. I think they lost tonight. So I think it's going to come down to either the Ravens or Miami. Kansas City at number 3. I think Jacksonville, who plays the Ravens this Sunday on Sunday Night Football. That's going to be a good game. Right before the Ravens face the Niners. So me and Otaku are going to have to go to war. Friendly war. Not like we're going to like beat the fucking crap out of each other. I mean, we're going to, friendly little war. No wagering or anything like that. We don't need to do that. But, I'll wish his team luck. But when they lose, I'll laugh. But, he'll laugh too. Like, hey, hit a goal while your team lost. I'm like, I kind of expected it maybe, but, I was hoping for a win. But, I kind of thought it was going to be a really tough game. But, I mean, it's in Santa Clara, Lamar Jackson, against Brock Purdy. That's going to be good. It might be a Super Bowl matchup, but maybe we'll see when we get there. Because, Lamar Jackson in the playoffs is not so good, Al. And, Brock already 2-1 in the playoffs. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But it's getting down to the nitty-gritty. And before you know it, we got the playoffs starting for football. And then right around the corner, right after the Super Bowl, we got baseball coming up. We have Juan Soto and the Yankees. Ohtani and the Dodgers. That might be your World Series. I doubt it, but you never know. We won't know until pretty much end of March, early April. Mets, don't know what they're gonna do next year. Still in the Yamamoto sweepstakes, pretty much between the Mets and the Yankees right now. But you got the Dodgers met. The Dodgers met with Yamamoto this week. The Giants met with him as well. I think the Yankees met with him. So it's all a matter of what's going to happen by the end of this week with Mr. Yamamoto-san. Where he goes, where he wants to go. I hope and pray he comes to New York, but not the Yankees. Because they get him, forget it. It's pretty much over. That's pretty much, murderer's row right there. I mean, the lineup is crazy with a crippled bum like Stanton, then Judgy Wudgy, and they got Soto, and then their pitching staff is got 2 aces there. We saw really 3 aces. Cortez coming off a really bad year. Freaking Mr. Cy, I think he won the Cy Young. Garrett Cole, and then you got Yamamoto, and then you got whoever at number 4 and 5, and their bullpen, still a little shaky, but I think the Yankees have a great shot to win the AL East, possibly the World Series. But then, God forbid, the Dodgers go on a humongous run, and this time don't like they did this past season, over 100 wins and choked in the first round. But they got Ohtani. Who's to say? They win the National League pennant. We can get Yankees-Dodgers in the playoffs. Kind of like Brooklyn against the Yankees way back in the day, like the 50s. We could get that, but who knows? Anything can happen in the wonderful world of baseball. But we got that coming up in 2024. The NCAA tournament for basketball coming up pretty soon. March Madness, of course. College football, you got the bowl games coming up. The championship game coming up, like right after New Year's Day. All those big bowl games: the Orange Bowl, the Sun Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, the Who Gives a Fuck Bowl. So we got that. So college football will be ending. Hockey and basketball, getting near the All-Star break. The Lakers won the in-season tournament, and nobody gave a shit. I mean, you get a little trinket trophy, doesn't mean anything. Not like the Lakers won another fucking title. just a weird, stupid tournament during the first basic month and a half of the season. That's kind of dumb. Yeah, but congratulations to Gay Braun. Big fucking whoop. Got that, so got that coming up in the spring. So that's that. So a lot to look forward to in the next 6 to 8 months. And then we'll be talking about football again, pretty much, right around at the end of April with the draft, and then training camp, and then right around August, preseason football is back, and then September 2024, the 2024 season will begin, and we'll do it all over again. We'll have our Super Bowl winner, whoever's going to represent the Super Bowl, who's going to win it. Hopefully the Niners, but we'll see. And that's it. So, stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of sports coming your way in 2024. And hopefully I'll be around for pretty much all of it in 2024. But let's get through 2023, and then we'll worry about 2024. Alright, everybody. I'm going to try to get some sleep, but my stomach's still a little bit queasy. So I might take another gas pill. I might drink some seltzer, because I finished up my ginger ale. So I try to drink something to get this little gas out of my system, and hopefully I can work in the morning, even if I'm like at night at 65%. Still gonna do a little bit of work tomorrow, so probably have a half day of work, and then I have to go to the vet to pick up something for my cat, because I gotta take her to the vet on Friday. Just for a normal a blood test, and that's it. Nothing. Just a normal thing, just to see how she's doing. So, see what happens with that. So, with your prayers for the resting cat Zuzu, and we'll see what happens with all that this weekend. And that's it. All right, I'm gonna go, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Joseph signing off. Once again, 7.5 out of 10 stars for Raw, and that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. And until next time, rock on and rock hard with your cocoot. And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too fucking bad, motherfuckers. Because because we're better than you, and you fucking know it, my friends. If you are not all down with that, too bad, because we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! That's it. Adios. Goodbye. Mwah. And good night. Bang! See you next time. Peace.